Hi guys, and welcome to the RGL Forza Motorsport Championships, the final race of Season 1 for 2012. It's about Supercars. Race 11 from Suzuka, Japan, and it is the East Circuit layout. This will be the final reverse grid race, at least for now, because we will be going to a one race per round format in the final season of 2012, so looking forward to that. 21 degrees, late afternoon, and we'll have a look at this reverse grid standings. So it'll be interesting to see how the next season plays out without this ruling. This has provided some of the biggest highlights and a lot of drama. We've got Ollie 9394 and DeadX once again leading the way on the front row. Zulu in his regular spot on the second row with Eli after he had a bit of a bad run in the first race. Scavenger sitting in 5th with Rob on 6th position. Pistolfit and Eskimo running off of row 4, and just holding on to the last positions there. Blogsy, who got 3rd, Relentless 2nd, Elsimo 1st in the last race, so they've directly reverse their positions from where they finished. So let's see what happens in this one. Final race of the series, final race of the season. Should be an absolute ripper. Red lights are all on, and we are go. Very slow start by all cars there. Ollie 9394 still gets off to a good start, and Elsimo left behind. I think he must have bogged it down at the start. And here we go, this is where it starts to get a bit nasty. Slower cars at the front, faster cars at the back starting to bunch up, looking for a way through. And unlike the first race, they're side by side going into the third turn, sorry. And Elsimo's already caught up to Pistolfit and managed to pass him. So Pistolfit, just a few bumps there put him off. And out in front is Eli, so he's managed to jump from 3rd position into 1st, getting past Ollie and DeadX. And we've got, who's that, Scavenger there sitting in 4th, Rob in 5th, and Eli crosses the line to finish the first lap of the race. That should be a fastest lap for him. And I think we've I'm not sure, I think there has been some drama here. Scavenger in the wall at the moment. Looks like Rob 360 up ahead, and I believe Zulu here, he's got his car underway. Oh, and he's just hit the wall, so he's got some pretty bad damage there on the front right side. Eli, as mentioned, he'd get the fastest lap there, crossing the finish line well ahead of everybody there. So it'll be good to get a replay to see what happened. Ollie off the track. This has given some space for, I believe that was Eskimo through. And they're really starting to bunch up once again, trying to get through. Ollie into the back, well, almost the back of the field. There's still Zulu, Rob 360 and Scavenger behind him. So the SYB boys going through in 2nd and 3rd. No, Relentless moving up on Logsy there. And I believe that was Elsimo ducking into the pit lane early. Hopefully we get an idea of that. So Bogsy's managed to hold off Relentless, but Relentless trying to go for an outside manoeuvre. I think that was actually on DeadX. So there's DeadX managed to hold on just for a little bit longer in 4th position. Whew, got to take a breath here. That's a very frenetic start to the first couple of laps, and hey, we're getting used to it. On board with Pistolfit here, right in behind Relentless, DeadX ahead of him. And going into the final couple of turns here, they get a bit tight as they head around towards the front straight. So Relentless really needing to find some room here. And DeadX off wide and into the wall, he's hit it, so that's freed up Pistolfit and Relentless. So they'll start putting the afterburners on to try and catch up with Eli and Eskimo Sammy Joe, who has just gotten the fastest lap, 52.265. So they've still got probably half a second to go before they reach the speeds of the first race. Let's have a look at this. This is the first incident on the lap 1. So there's Scavenger. He's spun out, and Zulu hasn't got past him by the look of it. on board with Eskimo. So there's Scavenger. He's tapped around Zulu, and Rob had nowhere to go. And Eskimo got away just in time. On board with Pistol Fit now. And you just see, whoa! And Zulu was just starting to fall back towards the other side of the track here. And you can just see there, Pistol Fit just getting past in time. So yeah, another big collision. And that is the third big collision in 2 rounds. And it's most unfortunate. Zulu's been involved in every single one of those. Now looking at the 9394 Studios leaderboard, Eli well out in front, Relentless not too far behind, I believe, with Pistol Fit in third. That's seen Eskimo and Logsy have both pitted for SYB, but they're also up there in the running. And Zulu in behind his teammate in Ollie 9394, and there'll be Scavenger and the Rob 360 as well. So there's already some lapping going on here. You can see Eli's got past Scavenger. Eli yet to pit. Scavenger has pitted, so well, there you go, Eli into the pit lane, but Relentless now up in behind his teammate. Rob should let him through pretty easily when the time comes. And just out a bit further out in front, we've got Alcimo all over the back of Logsy, and the SYB boys sticking together here. Alcimo's got past Blogsy, made that move, and now the pressure will be on the reigning champion, who will be, unfortunately for him, relinquishing the #1 on his car to the man that's behind him at the moment. And he'll also look to come back a bit stronger again next year, but at the same time, new drivers are in. You never know what to expect, and he still has proven to be a very consistent driver throughout the series. You know, he's up there in the top 3 or 4 for the V8s and the RSs. So he's proven that his championships from the end of 2011 weren't just a fluke. He has got some quality skills there, and he's showing it right now. He's got Alcimo all over the back of him, but he's not making any mistakes at the moment. He is going a little bit slower through these bends than what Alcimo can get his Ford to go through. Well, actually Alcimo just a little bit hard there on that second last turn. And Bogsy's just dropping away from him a little bit, but they are catching up to Eli, I believe. So here comes Relentless. He's coming out of pit lane. Eli is through, and so Relentless has actually dropped back a little bit here. Oh, I think there's a bit of contact there. Alcimo's just tapped Eskimo a couple of times. That's allowed Relentless through nice and easy, and these guys are bunching up again, so probably a bit of contact. Eskimo won't be happy with that. He was well, not comfortably in front because he had a lot of pressure on him, but he was in front there, and Relentless has managed to get a nice easy look in, and now the 4 of them are really starting to close in on Eli, who's currently leading the race. I think it's just a run to the finish now, and Blogsy starting to close in on Alcimo. So some mistakes happening here between them all, just in a tight bunch. So it's going to happen. Concentrating more on the driver and a little less on their momentum and rhythm of the track. And Pistol Fit comes out and joins in just at the back of this train. So a very close finish here coming up. I don't think we've had this many cars this close together by the end of a race for a little while now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Anything could happen here. We've got 2 laps to go, or 2.5, just about completed now, as they come around for the final couple of turns before starting on lap 9. Relentless really getting closer and closer to Eli. He's going to start feeling the pressure now. Young kid for Ashes Racing needs to keep it calm and focus on the track, focus on his rhythm, make sure he hits his braking zones. And at the moment Alcimo hasn't really tried to fight Eskimo for that position, just sort of keeping it nice and consistent at the moment. So Eli doing a pretty good job here to maintain first place. But you can see now that gap is just shrinking every metre that these guys travel. And now Eskimo's getting closer to Relentless. They're all starting to bunch up. And this could also... Oh, look at this. Relentless onto the back of Eli. 1 lap to go. They're about to come across the finish line to start on the final lap. Could we have asked for a closer finish for the final race of the season? Relentless trying to find a way past Eli. Eli moves across to block him. And I can't say that that's a good move by Eli to then take the racing line. Oh, a bit of contact between the two. And that's got Relentless past, and Eli ducks back in to make sure he doesn't lose any more positions. And Eli's stepping it out a bit more. He's starting to lose a bit of control, a bit rattled here. And some more contact, and he's spun around, so Eli from first, he's dropping right back. The SYB boys second and third, and we're going to get a replay at some point there to see what happened to Eli. But he's been tapped and facing sideways, and I believe he's been collected by pistol fit, so there's some damage being reported. So Relentless finishes off the season with a win, so he'll be pretty happy with that. Although he hasn't got the championship cup in his hands, he'll still be pretty happy that he finished off on a good note. SYB second and third, Eskimo coming in second. So Blogsy picks up 2 third places for this round. Let's have a look how they finished. Alcimo and Pistol Fit in 4th and 5th. Eli managed to hold on to 6th after that drama on the final couple of turns. Ollie 9394 placing pretty well there in 7th with DeadX 8. Zulu, Rob and Scavenger coming in 9th, 10th, 11th after their incident on lap 1, so they couldn't chase down DeadX or Ollie 9394. And final standings a little bit closer in the RS as Relentless just 149 points behind the championship winner in Alcimo, so congratulations to him. Good effort, very solid effort, and challenged all the way by Relentless. Eskimo Sammy Joe, the reigning champion, finishing off in 3rd spot for the season, followed by his partner Blogsy 360, and Movie Madness with 7th and 8th, and down the very bottom there just a few that had managed to come in for 1 or 2 rounds. So we'll just see the replay while these guys do a parading lap for the finale. So this is Eskimo, just a little tap on Eli, and that's pretty much forced Alcimo into the... Oh, and Pistol Fit, big hit on the side. Big damage for both of them. So I think Alcimo didn't really have anywhere to go after that bit of contact. So this is on board with Pistol Fit, and bam, all that smoke, couldn't see where the hell Eli was, and that is a big hit. So 3 cars crossing the finish line with a whole lot of damage. So there you have it, guys. That was the season 1 for the V8 Supercars of 2012. They will be returning in late August for season 2. Track selections currently underway, and they're finishing off. So now for the burnout, the traditional burnout by the championship winner, and this is Alcimo doing a few donuts. So he'll be pretty stoked with that. First season, and he's done pretty much what Eskimo did the season before with the GT3s. First season comes in with a win, and the pressure will be on him to show that he can do it again, and now all the other guys join in for the traditional burnout. Congratulations and thanks to everybody that participated in both the series, and if you've got any interest in the Forza Motorsport Championships for RGL Australia, just check out our website, Facebook, Twitter, get in contact with us. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you later in August.